It's 2022 and ChatGPT has just been released, and everyone is talking about how AI is going to change the world, how it's going to change the way we work. Basically, everyone is super excited about it. At the same time, careers and professions related to AI are skyrocketing in popularity, and a new term has emerged: prompt engineering. The idea of being able to talk to AI better in order to get better results was so fascinating, and some even believed that this would be the thing that would separate the ones who get left behind in the AI race and the ones who succeed. So everyone was super excited about it until they weren't anymore. What happened is that as time passed by, AI models got better and better at understanding what you wanted them to do. So the requirement for a highly engineered prompt just wasn't there anymore, at least for most of the work. Also, at the same time, a lot of people discovered that prompt engineering is actually just a diminishing returns rabbit hole, and today everyone just expects you to know the basics of prompt engineering. It's not a hype anymore, it's just a part of your work if you are in a field related to AI, or if you use AI frequently, like if you are a student. In this video I will be covering all the basics that you need to know about prompt engineering, or basically talking to AI, that you should follow to get started. Before we get into the actual tips, I want to spend about a minute explaining how AI models actually work, because this is really important. First, an AI model doesn't read your prompt as a whole sentence, nor does it truly understand it. It breaks the prompt into small parts, and those parts are called tokens, which are not necessarily words. And based on these tokens, it predicts the next token, forming a whole sentence, paragraph, the output. The AI companies train their LLMs on billions, if not trillions, of conversations, and when you talk to an LLM, an AI model, it looks at those conversations and guesses what it should reply. There's also a mechanism called attention, which determines the parts of your prompt that are most important for what the model is writing at the moment. And these are the reasons why a good prompt is very important. If your prompt is vague, the model has to guess based on its general training data, which may not be ideal for the type of work you are doing, or maybe it just won't match your vibe. Whereas if you write a clear role, structure, and explain what you want in clear, precise language, you get a more accurate and overall better output. So the basic role of a good prompt is to prevent the model from unnecessary guessing as much as possible. And I want you to keep this in mind while watching this video for a deeper understanding. Let's begin. Alright, so let's actually build a prompt. And instead of just explaining the 6 components of prompt engineering to you one by one, which would be kind of boring, I'm gonna do something else. I am going to build a homepage for my website right now, and I'm gonna write the prompt for it live, adding one piece at a time so you can actually see how to do it. So we start with basically nothing. It's just gonna be build me a landing page. And yeah, that's what you would expect. There's a generic hero section, a generic button, could be literally any website on the internet. This is extremely generic. The first thing we add is a role. Not because the AI suddenly gets a CS degree, no, but because it narrows down the data that the AI looks at. Remember how AI models guess based on their training data? The more accurate and specific the data is, the more accurate the output becomes. So instead of just build me a landing page, it's going to be, you are a senior front-end developer who specializes in clean, conversion-focused landing pages. Now we tell it what it's actually building for. This is for FinSyntax, a finance and automation brand for Western clients. The tone is calm and grounded, not hype driven. Suddenly, the copy it's writing stops sounding like absolute AI slop garbage, which let's just say is extremely important. Now, talking about the actual instructions, build a single page homepage with a hero section, a short about section, and a contact form. This is the one that people skip constantly, and it's probably the easiest to add in your prompt. You just have to tell it exactly what you want. Give me the full HTML and CSS in one file. No explanation before or after. That one line alone saves you from scrolling 3 paragraphs of the model explaining what it just did. Examples. If you have a style you really like, show it to the AI. I don't have a style right here, so I'm gonna leave this one. And another thing that everyone forgets is constraints. Telling the AI what not to do. Don't use any external libraries, don't use placeholder text, and keep it under 200 lines. These constraints allow you to make sure that the output actually matches what you wanted in the first place. Now let's run this prompt and see the difference between a simple vague prompt and our freshly engineered prompt. Now look at that difference. The model is same, I am the same person. The only thing that changed is the prompt. The only thing that I have improved is that I have given it a prompt that doesn't make it guess as much as it was guessing before. As you can see, this one is much more precise and intentional. Like the buttons are more accurate, the design is better, and the form is also there. Now, if I had an example that I really liked, this output would have been even better, like much better, but I didn't have it, so this is what we got. It's still much more intentional. Now in this section I will be talking about mistakes that kill the quality of your output. This is going to be a rapid fire mistake and then fix. Let's begin. Mistake number 1, being vague and expecting the model to read your mind. Fix, just add one sentence of context and that's it. Mistake number 2, not telling it the format that you want. Fix, just add one line in your prompt, respond only with X or Y. This saves you a lot of time and frustration. Mistake number 3, making a prompt that is way too long and over explaining every little detail. Fix, keep it concise and remove any details that are not needed for the output that you need from the AI, because this is a problem of diminishing returns. Mistake number 4, not giving it an example even if you have one. Fix, paste the example. One example beats 3 paragraphs of description 90% of the time. Mistake number 5, asking for 5 things in one prompt and being surprised when none of them work well. Fix, break it up into multiple smaller prompts. None of these mistakes are that advanced. These are simple rookie mistakes, and that's the whole point of this video. You don't need a full course on prompt engineering, you just need to know the basics. So yeah, that's basically it. Going back to what I said at the start, the main role of a good prompt is to prevent the model from unnecessary guessing as much as possible. All 6 of these components are just different ways of giving it something concrete instead of leaving the room for it to guess. Prompt engineering was never a skill that you had to chase or build a whole career on. It's just how you use a tool, just like knowing how to use Google properly. On that topic, most people don't even know how to use Google properly. Anyways, if you thought I was gonna redirect you to a Google video, too bad, cause I haven't made a video on that topic yet. So instead, I'm going to leave you with a video that I made on some cool open source tools. And if by the time that you're watching this I have made a video on Google, it will be somewhere right here. And yeah, have a nice day.